Once upon a time, in an abandoned garage, was a Bronco with no modifications done to it. Oh, that was so scary.
Buckle up, Buttercup!
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, the Bronco is getting some spooky modifications because Halloween is right around the corner. For the past 5 years, I've mindlessly scrolled social media and I see all these Jeeps and Broncos and trucks doing these awesome modifications for trunk or treats in their area. And you know what? This year, I'm finally gonna do something to Buttercup. So I went to Lowe's and I was gonna buy one of those huge skeletons to hang out the soft top, and then I realized how much they are, and I'm not that big of a Halloween fan. So we went back to the bases and we only spent a couple dollars on jack-o'-lanterns. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on some pod lighting, put the jack-o'-lanterns on top of it, and then we're gonna have a spooky Bronco for Halloween. For today's video, I'm gonna use the Diode Dynamics SS3s. You may recognize these because I had these on the winch mount of the two-door, but I took them off because we have some surprises in store, new modifications going on the two-door. So I took these off and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use them, I'm gonna put them on Buttercup. For this type of mod, you don't have to use the Diode Dynamics SS3s, you can, but we carry a whole bunch of different pod lighting on the website, like Oracle, Rigid, and a whole bunch more, and you probably have pod lights already installed on your Bronco, so just reuse that and then buy some jack-o'-lanterns. I got these off of Amazon. You can also go to Walmart, Dollar Tree, you name it. This isn't gonna be a step-by-step installation video, but I have a bunch of videos like that if you need that, whether you have aux switches or you don't, so let's get started with the install. Just to recap what I've done so far, I drill a hole on the bottom, that's to mount the light mount, and then I drilled a hole behind the pumpkin, that's for the wiring harness. Now you probably realize that I put the light in backwards. That was done on purpose because, as you will see when I show you tonight when it's nice and dark, if you place the light forward, it's gonna be really harsh and you're gonna see a lot of really bright spots. So I played around with it a little bit and it's better to kind of place it backwards. Like I said, stay tuned, you'll see why I did that. And then one more additional modification I have to do to this pumpkin on the passenger side is for the antenna. I did remove the antenna. I don't even listen to the radio, so I'm gonna remove it completely for this. But for this to fit flush, I am gonna have to drill an additional hole. All right, they're installed, nice and secure. I don't know, I might clip these off. I'm gonna see what it looks like after driving around, but since it's daylight out, I'm gonna pull the Bronco all the way into the garage, shut the door, just to give you a sneak peek. And then tonight, after the kids are back, we're gonna drive around the neighborhood and show everyone our awesome new jack-o'-lanterns. I have the Bronco pulled in with the lights still on in the garage, as you can see. Now I'm gonna turn the lanterns on. Even during the daylight, you can tell that they're illuminated, but I know you want to see what they look like in the dark. Look at that, it looks so good. Now the best part about these lights is they have like the regular lighting or they have like a backlit option. So if you're looking for maybe a not so bright jack-o'-lantern, maybe if you're gonna drive around, you know, up in the highway or something at night, this is the option you would want. But this is just a little sneak peek. Tonight, when it's nice and dark, we'll go ahead and drive around and see what these look like at night. spooky modification for Buttercup this year. I really like it. I think it's a really good touch to have two different modes. So if you use the backlighting on the pod lights, it's not as bright. I would say that's probably better if you're driving around. Now, if you're at a trunk or treat or it doesn't really distract you when you're driving around, the bright one is really, really awesome. It's very noticeable. So I think it's a really cool idea. If you guys are looking to do some fun Halloween modifications, super cheap, especially if you already have the pod lights and it's a lot of fun, you can get the kids involved. But like I said before, if you guys are in need of any sort of lighting, pod lights, light bars, you name it, be sure to check out buckleupoffroad.com to get yours. And until next time, guys,